Look out!
Who's next? Miss RuPaul.
RuPaul's Drag Race. I mean, now before we were talking about RuPaul and who famously looks straight ahead so that the camera angle never changes, and you were telling me a funny story about being on set.
What do you mean, Johnny? I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know what you're talking about either, Lady Camden.
Yeah, I mean, she's smart because she always looks great. So whereas I'm this way, and I probably shouldn't be doing that because I'm on the account of my famously large jaw, which RuPaul actually dubbed me that. But yeah, so I think on the first time that I was getting the deliberation, I was like, what's that word, that big word, deliberation? I was like the furthest that way, and she was like, Lady Camden, you're safe. And I was like, is she talking to me? Because I don't know if she's got the name wrong, maybe. She's
right, because she's looking
else.
Straight ahead.
Yeah, so I was like, I walked away like, I think that was me. I hope that was me.
Am I safe?
Am I safe? I think I am.
Does she know who I am?
Yeah, she explained it too before the cameras were rolling. She was like, okay, just so you know, like I'm not gonna move my head. If I'm talking to you, I'm gonna look at you this way, but just nod and smile.
Yeah, and she's right, because the lighting is very delicate to make sure you don't have any lines or wrinkles. It's all smooth.
Yeah.
And if you move, the illusion is ruined.
Even in the workroom, like when RuPaul's out of drag, there's like extra lighting, you know, and like if it's not on, she'll be like, okay, and then she'll start.
As she should.
So fierce. I'm like, bitch.
Now, did you ever get a, sometimes RuPaul famously will tell the girls stories or do stuff when you guys are waiting for deliberation. Anything like that stick out of your mind?
I think with me, she was like, there was this part in the beginning, the very first episode, where I think she could tell that I was like holding back and nervous. And they didn't show it, but she was very much just like, she kind of looked at me, she was like, don't think too much. Don't produce yourself, just relax. They're gonna fall in love with you if you're just yourself. Like, don't produce yourself at all. Like, just all this, just get rid of it. And at first I thought, oh, she doesn't like me, like that moment with Miss Cracker that she had was in my head where there was this over-editing yourself, don't produce yourself kind of thing. And so I thought, oh, I might get that edit or whatever. But they never edit, and I thought that it was just kind of a nice moment for her to like look at me in the eyes and just go, none of this exists, like just do yourself. And then, when that started to creep back in, at one point later on in the season, she was like, the Freddie Mercury episode, she was like, you had a triple crown. You're like, you're a runway, you're a challenge, the lip sync, like that. Take that through the rest of the season. And I don't remember if they showed all of it, but it was just a nice moment of like fuck all this, And I think all this, not you guys, just like the illusion of what Hollywood is, right? And I think whenever she came into the set, she would stand there, she wouldn't try to have a relationship with us. She would just look at the producers or anyone behind the cameras and she'd be like, oh, hey, Dave. Oh, hey, Mary. There's no one on set called Dave and Mary, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, she'd just be like, oh, hey, how's the kids? Oh, I love the outfit. Oh, yes. Da, da. So she would like have this atmosphere already that was like, we're all friends here. We're just having fun. There's not so much to us, but to the crew.
Right.
So I thought that was a nice thing to just like remember that all of it's kind of an illusion, There was also one time we were outside in the tents getting ready to come on set, and she was finishing up something and she came out on her golf cart and she parked the golf cart in front of the entire cast. It was all of us. And she got out of the cart and she walked up to us and she went like this. And I was like, did she hit us? And everyone was like dying laughing. And she got back on her golf cart and ran away.
Bye.
I was like, gag. So yeah.
Lady Camden, thank you so much for being here, sweetie.
Thank you.
I've been a fan.
Yeah.
You've done so great on the show, and it's so great to see you continue to serve it
Thank
up in
you,
real
Johnny
life.
McGovern.
Look at you.
Look
You were
at me.
here. You were fabulous.